20 minutes after 3 o'clock on a lovely Friday afternoon. We are lucky to be joined in studio by Anna and Ian Burnett, twins and co-authors of a very cool new children's book, Queen of Spotland. Guys, welcome.
Hello
Thank
there.
you so much for having us.
We're glad to have you in studio. You guys are going to be at Barnes & Noble on Saturday to read the book to the folks here in Jonesboro. Before we get to that, tell me a little bit about this book. Give me a brief synopsis of the Queen of Spotland.
Right. So as one might be able to discern from the cover art, the Queen of Spotland is largely centered around a kingdom of Dalmatians that is ruled by a Dalmatian queen. Let's see. Most of the story's events are centered around a brown-spotted Dalmatian by the name of Choco as he goes through the ambassador program in the Kingdom of Spotland. And what that is he will be adopted by a human family to represent the kingdom. And as this happens, he will go through many adventures and a few troubles as well. And as that happens, we will do our best to discuss the themes and that take place with his adventures.
Yes, and adding on a little more to that, in our book, we have two parallel stories going on. So on one hand, we have a story based in reality where a grandmother is coming to read to her grandchildren the story of the Queen of Spotland. And then we have the fantastical world of the Kingdom of Spotland, ruled by a wise Dalmatian queen and inhabited entirely by Dalmatians. And as Ian mentioned, we will be following our protagonist, Choco, in his endeavors to become an ambassador for his kingdom and travel to the human world to be adopted by a human family.
Well, it sounds like it's a lovely, fantastic story about the Queen of Spotland, but it's also helping us learn some lessons about responsibility in owning pets and also some lovely family values as well. That's terrific. Now, you guys have had some opportunities to read the story already to some local schools. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. So far, we have been to the Osceola Library, the Rivercrest Elementary School Library.
Yes, we have visited the Bible Library too, as well as Arkansas Northeastern College, where we got to meet with many wonderful students. And we also, as we mentioned before, hope to visit Jonesboro's Barnes & Noble's this Saturday at 1 p.m., where you will be able to meet us. We will do a chapter reading from our book and also be able to sign any copies.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. On Saturday, Barnes & Noble, Anna and Ian in person to read from the Queen of Spotland. Bring your kids, bring the family. You'll be able to meet the authors. I believe there'll be some signed copies as well.
Yes.
Super cool. So Saturday, Barnes & Noble here in Jonesboro, a reading of the Queen of Spotland for your kiddos and for your family. Guys, I'm so thankful that you came in today. We'll hear more from you in just a minute on Mix 106.3.
Hello, I'm Lorenzo Balderas, the director of Jonesboro's Oasis Film and Digital Media Festival. I'm personally inviting you to this year's event. We have amazing workshops for many talented creators from across Arkansas, designed to inspire you. These workshops range across varying topics. Jonesboro's own Mary Hollis Imboden will host a 3-hour workshop explaining every aspect of a good audition. We have partnered with many local businesses and Foundry, the pioneering software developer for creative industries, to provide the best experience for everyone. Foundry's post-production software has been featured in Pixar, Marvel, Netflix, Disney, and other leading film studio presentations. All attendees this year will receive an exclusive discount code from Lens Rental to help get your dream film rolling. For more information, head to our website, oasisfest.org/film. That again is oasisfest.org/film. The Oasis Film Festival is a presentation of the Foundation of Arts for Northeast Arkansas. We hope to see you there the weekend of April 11th through the 13th in downtown Jonesboro.
20 minutes after 4 o'clock, and we are lucky to be joined in studio today by twins and co-authors of the Queen of Spotland. This is Anna and Ian Burnett. Welcome to the studio.
It's
Thank
good to
you
be
so
here.
much for having us.
We are glad that you guys are here. Now, here's what's happening. Anna and Ian have written a book, The Queen of Spotland, about a fantastical land where Dalmatian dogs live and choose who will be adopted. The main character is Choco. Guys, give me a synopsis, if you will, of what's happening in your book.
Yes, so the Queen of Spotland is about, as you have said, a kingdom of Dalmatians, more specifically, an island kingdom of Dalmatians, ruled by a wise queen who's also Dalmatian. Everyone here is a Dalmatian. Yes. As you mentioned, there is an ambassador program in which Dalmatians who wish to participate can be adopted by human families to represent the Kingdom of Spotland.
Yes, and so Dalmatians in the Kingdom of Spotland can take on just as many jobs or responsibilities as us humans can. So a pup, when he or she grows older, might become a fire dog or a chess master or a soccer player or an ambassador and be adopted by a human family to represent their kingdom. And so our book follows two different parallel plot lines where in reality we have a grandmother coming to read to her grandchildren the book The Queen of Spotland. And as they read the story along with us and discuss the characters, events, and themes, we are introduced to Choco, his siblings, and friends who go through the ambassador's program and go through a lot of trials and also successes. And so you'll be able to follow their journey as you read our book. And we also cover a wide variety of themes that we hope families will be able to enjoy.
Yeah, that was one of the neat things about the book that I was learning from you guys when we were speaking before we went on air. There's the story that's happening here about the Dalmatians, about the Queen, about Choco, but there's also an underlying theme about family values and Christian values, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we want this book to be an educational tool, and naturally we have a lot of different themes that we want to cover, and the importance of family and faith is definitely one of them.
Yes, and so we really wanted to encourage strong family bonds as well as strong faith. And so in our book, we have direct mentions to the church and the importance of giving back to our community. The figure of the Queen serves as a character to help us introduce forgiveness and allowing people to make their own mistakes while also guiding them along the right path. And so as Christians ourselves, we wanted to introduce those themes and ideas to our book to inspire those around us and facilitate discussion within families.
That is amazing. Now, here in Jonesboro on Saturday, you guys are going to be at the Barnes & Noble to read and share the book. Tell me more about that.
Yes, so we will be at the Barnes & Noble at 1 p.m. and we will be signing copies and we will be doing a little chapter reading as well of the book. So we will be able to discuss some of the themes that we have mentioned here a little more in depth and sort of give a sample lesson to the children and, of course, interact with them and answer any of their questions.
Yes, and we have been absolutely blessed to have the opportunity to meet with our community, and we hope to see you at Jonesboro Barnes & Noble this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Outstanding. Now, if folks wanted to find their own copy of your book, where might they go look?
Yes, so we have a website, which is thequeenofspotland.com, where you can find our gift edition version of the book. This gift edition includes the first edition hardcover copy of the book, as well as a fun board game for you to enjoy with your family. As you can also find our book on Amazon, where you can find both the first edition and second edition books in both hardcover and softcover.
Just as a little note to add to that, while looking it up on Amazon or Google, we heavily advise you to put quotation marks around the book so that you can directly find it. Otherwise, you will be directed to the Queen of Scotland.
Yes, unfortunately, our title is often auto-corrected to the Queen of Scotland, so just be aware of that if you are trying to find our book. But with that bit of advice, you should be able to find it quite easily.
Yes.
Anna and Ian Burnett, we're glad that you guys are in studio today. We'll chat with you a little bit more in just a minute on Mix 106.3.
Get Jonesboro's best hits on the go. Listen at mix1063.com.
20 minutes after 5 o'clock, it's good to have you along with us in studio, Anna and Ian Burnett, twins and co-authors of a brand new book for children and also to be shared with adults. It's called The Queen of Spotland, and it follows some Dalmatian dogs in a fantastical land as they become adopted. I'll let Anna and Ian share more.
Yes. So, the Queen of Spotland is a story about a kingdom of Dalmatians ruled by a Dalmatian queen. And one of the things that can take place in this kingdom is a Dalmatian may wish to participate in the ambassadors program. And basically what this is the dogs will be adopted by human families to represent the Kingdom of Spotland.
Yes, and so our book follows two different parallel plot lines in reality where a grandmother is coming to read to her two grandchildren the book The Queen of Spotland. And as they read the chapters and discuss the events, characters, and themes, we follow along with them too in the fantastical world of the Kingdom of Spotland. And in the Kingdom of Spotland, which is ruled by the wise Dalmatian queen and whose inhabitants are all Dalmatians themselves too, these pups can all take on human responsibilities and jobs when they grow older, whether this be a fire dog or a soccer player or a chess master or, as Ian mentioned, an ambassador. So as you read our story, you will follow the adventures and perhaps some troubles of our main protagonist, Choco, who is a brown-spotted Dalmatian, along with his friends and siblings as they go through the ambassador's training and process.
So it's a very fun story that kids are going to enjoy, but I also see that there are some themes and some takeaways that are also in the story that you want to share as well, like family values and Christian values. Tell me more about that.
That's exactly correct. So there are a lot of themes that we wanted to cover in this book. The most obvious of them is being a responsible pet owner. Part of the story is as these dogs are, adopted by the human families, there are a few troubles. And so we want to emphasize just how important and sometimes how hard it can be to be a pet owner, and as well as all the research that goes into, treating your pets well. We also cover the importance of balancing tradition and technology, just taking a look at what works and also thinking about what can be changed, but also make sure you don't make those changes too quickly or recklessly.
Yes, and so we also, as you mentioned, covered the themes of having strong family bonds and strong faith, which are some critical themes in our book. So we have the wise Queen of Spotland who serves as our kind of wisdom in the book, where we cover the themes of forgiveness and understanding the perspective of others while trying to guide them along the right path. And so we also want this to be a book that can facilitate discussion within families and basically be a wholesome resource to tackle some heavy themes in a light way.
That sounds outstanding. You've had the opportunity already to share the book at Rivercrest Schools, at Osceola, with Blytheville Schools, at Northeastern Arkansas, ASU Northeastern, and it looks like you're going to be someplace special on Saturday. Tell me more about that.
Yes, that is correct. So on Saturday at around 1 p.m., we will be at the Jonesboro Barnes & Noble, and we will be doing a book reading and some book signing, as well as a discussion with all the kids and parents who wish, and teachers as well, who want to see what our book has to offer.
Yes, so we hope to see you on Saturday at 1 p.m. at Jonesboro's Barnes & Noble, and we look forward to continue engaging with our community. It's been an absolute blessing to be able to meet with all of the students and families that we have so far, and we are just eternally grateful for all of the experiences that we've had.
It's really been a good time.
Outstanding. Okay, Anna and Ian Burnett, co-authors of The Queen of Spotland, and they'll be live at the Jonesboro Barnes & Noble location Saturday at 1 o'clock. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.